I am coming. I was at this A&G Mart. I was at A&G Mart just getting like some snacks. And I noticed a tire needs to be replaced, but I need to do my insurance first. But after my insurance, I need to replace tire. It's getting a little bald. It's not totally bald, but on the side it's getting a little bald. And I was picking up my snacks because, like, I don't know what snacks. I got cheeses in case I want some tomorrow. I think you can eat those for like a day or two. Smokehouse almonds. And I got this too. What's it called? Watermelon tamarindo pulp. I think it's like watermelon tamarindo snacks or something. It sounded so weird and fun. I wanted to just try it. I don't know if I like them, but they don't have my favorite, the holiday eggnog. They still have the holiday eggnog, the one of these. They still have a holiday eggnog one off of Monterey. And then, so I got this one because I like that one. And then my lemon tea. I don't know what I'm going to drink or not drink or do or not do, but I sit in that car talking to husbands, organizing angels, pissing people off on purpose so they can get their fuck you death, always fuck you death. And I just want to have some snacks and some stuff. And I was walking around. I was kind of taking my time walking around, grabbing things that looked really good. And all of a sudden the lady's like, "Do you want something?" I was like, uh-oh. Shit. The stupid dead nobody has spent too much time taking time to look around. I was like, can I look around? Or like, and then I was like, is this because somebody is sitting around chit-chatting with you? Or because the dead nothing has the nerve to exist for like 5 minutes too long? Because that happens to me all the time. And every time they're yelling, I know the yell because like everybody starts treating me like, you know, I am the authority and you have to bow down. It's like, not anymore. I'm God. I'll just kill you. But like, I was never mad at that liquor store. So I was like, if I find out that your brain loves to fuck you, then I guess there's an issue. But right now, I don't know. Do you want me to hurry up and get the fuck out because you're hanging out with somebody and chit-chatting? Or is this because I'm the dead nobody, fuck you nothing? I mean, like, can I just look at the liquor? Because I like those little tiny bottles of liquor. So I like to drink a little drink of a weird flavor while I'm drinking something else. And I thought, well, if I'm going to sit and make a nice, comfy, cozy little spot for myself while I talk to these husbands. So husbands are overwhelmed and they want to talk on overload soon. So all these husbands want to talk to me because they're kind of overwhelmed about what's going on. And these husbands have found out that, like everybody else, is dead, not me. And they didn't know what it meant. And they were like, what are you talking about? So these husbands have worked with a bunch of gods to understand that everything else is going to die now, not me. And they now know what it means. When I turned myself over to that murder happy son, he was getting my kids to fuck up so he could just kill my kids in every way. So my kids, the gods, my kids, which were the first gods to ever exist that I created, that started talking shit about me behind my back and stuff with a murder happy son, but they didn't know he was murder happy, but they were talking shit. Well, every time they did bad against me, of course it brought bad spiritual things. I Rembrandt, reap what you sow in the atmosphere. I'm really, really smart and I'm not stupid. If you don't really overload reap what you sow in the atmosphere, something bad could, destroy good. And that's, you don't even want that. So my fuck up, murder happy son got everybody to do something bad. So when my son, the evil god, the bad evil god, because he was murder happy at that point, he was a bad evil god, he was getting my kids to fuck up and lacing them with overloaded death in every single way possible. So I went in and let my stupid murder happy son murder me all this time, over and over and over. And my murder happy son became obsessed with unlimited death like it was nothing, and making me reproduce myself to be the most unlimited death he could tackle over and over, bigger and bigger all the time. Like the fucker became an out of control murder nightmare. And my liquid dead self has been running around helping everything and everyone to be safe. And once I've won and gotten out, there's no more reality like that. So I put my death into my kids so that I would die every single thing that fucking son was trying to do to them. I would die instead of them. And I put everything inside of those kids so that I would die unthinkably to every extent and direction so that they could have the most I could provide. While I figured out once and for all what I was going to do by the end of this. Thus the white throne judgment. To see if you ever feel bad about anything or killing them all without mercy is so great. So anyway, these husbands that are just Bonnie Annika bionic husbands have figured out that once I resurrected or started my resurrection process, it was the beginning of a process where everything will die connected to my murder happy son if it's not something I'm willing to save and get out. So now, no matter what bad, disgusting things happen, everything and everyone else will die and not me ever again. And that's something that's overwhelming these husbands. These husbands feel really bad that everyone is going to die when they're addicted to doing something bad. And my answer was, I don't give a shit, and I never will. They didn't have to do anything bad. And by the way, husbands, this is about God's getting a problem over doing something bad against me, a monumental, original, dead creator God. I don't give a shit about these things. And I never will. They need to die forever. It's a good thing. I didn't sit in death to protect everybody, to give a shit about bad people for one goddamn second. I didn't know if I was going to feel bad or not about my shit talking kids. I had to have time to figure it out. I had to have time to go to court, hash out the evidence, decide how I feel by the end. So I jumped into death at the hands of my stupid murder happy son because my other kids, I didn't know if I'd want them to die that bad or not, or suffer that bad just because they were being shitty or whatever. I wanted to be able to go to court about it and figure it out. Now, did I have kids that were perfect and perfectly good? Yeah. And has it been a nightmare for my actual good kids? Yeah. And does the Bible say that everything goes to the beautiful and good for a reason? Yes. And does the Bible always say the least among you will be the greatest? Yes. I don't give a fuck about 5 billion tons of losers. They needed to die. Look around. I said, go to my queen, my queen, my queen. It's that easy. No, because I can still talk shit and laugh. Then fucking die. You know, I don't give a fuck about bad people. I'm a good God. I have died forever over a good purpose. Goddamn die when you're just gross, just bad, and just want to be. And I can't believe these husbands are fucking talking to me about this stupid shit. But now they want to have a big fucking talk. And I was like, I'm not going to talk about that. But I'll talk to you about anything that matters. My truckers that are beautiful, good, honorable people could use a lot of spoiling. And by the way, I hate the way churches cry about the bad guy. I don't think anybody should. I think if you're really the house of God, the criminal would walk into the church and say, the preacher has allowed me to try to make more right than wrong. I'm sickening. Let me tell you the details of my murders, my crimes, and my secrets. And I want you to understand all the disgusting things I don't want to say out loud so I can deal with what a pile of shit I really am. And have a whole pile of people look at me for what I really am and talk about crying about that victim. And I want you guys to cry every morning. That victim should have had a life, could have had a life. I want to wake up every night, and if we have Bible study before Bible study, I want to talk about how I murdered that victim, and they never get to enjoy a nice day. Now, God damn it, I want to make more right than wrong for real. I want to be a murderer that's trying to be something for real. And I'm trying to help those husbands understand I don't give a shit. And I don't have any toleration for loser, disgusting, worthless crap things. And I just really don't. I am not a loser God. And I just can't stand to listen to them talk like a bunch of fucking losers. Oh, poor guilty people, poor guilty people. What the fuck are you? Because you ain't my husband. But anyway, bitching aside, I tried to help them to understand. If somebody is a bad person, they'll get up and do it right for real. The rest can just rot. Nobody cares. And they have to make more right than wrong. So nobody gives a shit. Let it go. But you know what? My truckers that are good people could use a lot of spoiling. Those countries that really wanted to be good and be something and have a future, they could use a lot of protection, spoiling, a lot of things. I will talk to you about shit that fucking matters. I waited forever to cross paths with an Indio police officer. And he finally drove by me at Dutch Brothers. And I got to put the power of God inside of him and be really grateful that he's stuck with my powers and can be more safe and spoiled and protected. Because he's an honorable, good, heroic man. And I had not crossed his path yet. And I really had waited that long to put literal power directly into him. I will talk to husbands about winter badass shit that gods do. But I am tired of this low-life crap. And I'm just going to throw it out there on a video because I had to fucking sit and listen to that shit today. And I'm not going to do it ever again. So, hopefully this will reach all husbands. They will stop being out of their fuck you fucking mind and acting like some bad devil parent or something and pay attention to shit that matters. The living live on, the dead bury their own dead. And if somebody doesn't want to be the dead anymore, they'll get up and figure it out. Yeah, you know, right there, the murderer jumped up happy as fuck and murdered. Then they can jump up happy as fuck and fix it.